I don't want to be in a record deal that will determine my life, how I live my life, how I run my thing, how I pursue my career.
Don't you think it's going to be fair for that record label to at least the first 3 years restrict your movement so that they will be able to make profits? Because most record labels are investing.
If I want to go for an artist, you allow me go for the artist. I have my freedom in as much as we are into business. We are partners. You have your right, I have my right.
How about the effect of parents? Because most times your parents be like, oh, go and study medicine or law.
People that are into music, they see them as wayward people. If you tell somebody that you are into music, the first thing that will come to their mind, that's not why. You get that kind of mentality. I was shy seeing Odumodu from his testimony that he tells everybody down to his gate man. There was this interview I listened to. He was talking about if he's going, he's telling his gate man, no, I won't go studio. Check the relationship, check the how he loves his job, that he's even telling people, I'm an artist, I'm going to the studio. You get, and I said, me Saike. Now I did tell everybody, I'm an artist, I'm an art. Ember wasn't so perfect for me. I was not even paying attention to my career.
Why?
Life issues. During that period, it was as if I never had the love again. The fire was no longer there. I was even doubting myself. Close to that Ember time, there was a turn. 2024 Enugu roadblock that happened 23rd of December. I was part of the artists that performed. When I came up there, I still saw the people that knew me as an artist. I never knew I had some people that still love my style of music. So when I came, I saw people chanting for me. I was surprised. I never had that love again. That the fire was already going off. But when I saw the stuff, it brought the new wave for me. In as much as I don't see it, there are still people that believe so much in what I do. There are many people that I deprive joy
because I've not made music. 2025, I decided to take another turn. That this 2025, I'm not going to, deprive them of that sweet sound. Alright, hello guys. My name is Gift, and on today's episode of The Big Question, I am here with an amazing musician and artist, someone that's paving the way in the city of Enugu and around the world. So he's going to introduce himself, and then we are going to dive into what we have for you today. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. So, welcome on this episode of The Big Question. So I'm sure the viewers want to know who you are and what you do, your name. So talk to us.
Okay, what up everyone? It's your boy Kene Lions, and I'm here with Gifts on Bill.
The big question.
Big question. Big questions.
All right. Okay. So, first of all, how did you get into music?
Actually, it's something I grew up to love, because my mom, she was a songwriter, even though she never had a song, but she wrote a couple of songs. She never released anyone, but she wrote a couple of songs. So it's something I grew up to love.
Okay.
It's not something I just came into.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think music is a hobby for you or a business? We have a lot of people that are doing business now. They are taking music as a job. So which do you think? What makes you think you are actually unique? Why is it not just anything to you?
First of all, I wouldn't say it started as a job. First of all, started as a hobby.
Okay.
Something I love, I enjoy doing, but at the same time, I decided to look into the business aspect of it, not just making it for the love. I just had to put my mind that as I'm doing this, people are actually making money from this aspect. Let me not just go into the fun aspect of it. Let me move into the business side of it. So it was the love before the business.
All right. So tell us, what's one of the first music you actually love?
The first
what kind of music?
Yeah. I grew up with my uncle.
Okay.
So, and he's a Afrobeat lover. So he loved Fela so much. So I grew up liking Fela.
Kind of music.
Yes, Fela kind of music. Then Oliver De Kokwe, my dad is a fan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my dad is a fan of Oliver De Kokwe. Then me, I love what's his name? What's this man that did Ijeno, Celeste Nogu.
Okay.
When it comes to Igbo side of it, I like Celeste Nogu type of music, because he has this way of passing the emotions and the feeling of the sound that he's trying to put out. You will feel the emotions, the energy in his style of music. So me personally, I love Celeste Nogu from my own side, not just from my mom or anybody influenced me to like or love Celeste Nogu. I heard his sound from a friend, and I love the sound. So if most people that knows my sound now, they actually feel that Celestine Ogu type of sound. In as much as they try to say I copy Fela or I sound like somebody else, but me, I know that I have that
That
Celestine
aura
Ogu emotion and stuff in it.
in you. So in music generally, would you say you want to pave a way or you want to bring a new life? Because looking at the music industry now in Nigeria, we have a lot of celebrities now that are paving ways in different parts. So are you coming up to say you want to do something new or you want to scale? In the sense that there are people bringing new style of music, but there are also people that are taking the old one and then moving it further. So what impact do you want to actually make?
First, one thing about music is you cannot bring in a total different thing from what is already been there.
True.
So you just have to modernize what is already there.
True.
Music, it recycles. So you bring the old, try to add your new style, make it different from the old and bring it. So for me, I have my own style of music. I don't like follow trend. I know my style of music. So what I do is I look at the old style of genre that we have then think of what new can I add to this to make it different. Then I add my little touch of it. Then it becomes my own type of sound.
You've been doing music now for how long professionally?
Professionally,
Yeah. So when was the first time you now said I'm going to record something live?
man, first time I recorded, that should be 8, 10 years ago now.
How was the experience there compared to now?
It was a hell, man.
Okay. Tell me, I want to
Actually,
know what happened.
the
Do you have any crazy experience you want to share?
yeah, so the first time I ever went to a studio to record.
You can tilt your chair a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The first time I went to a studio to record a song, I never knew that there was something called cut and join. That
Okay.
you can actually take a breath or take a rest before going on to the next one. So, and the producer then was even like, he never told me how it works. I just went into the booth, put on my headset, started singing from the beginning, from the intro down to the outro of the song.
So you didn't break?
Nothing. I just went straight up, and now normally if you bring out sounds a work that was done that way, it was not okay. But for me, I never knew the difference between song not being okay and song that is being too professional. For me, I did the song. I liked what I did. It's fine. That's just for me. But when the more I get to understand the art, I understood that what I did then was
Trash
like
compared to what?
like
So do you think producers actually influencing musicians? Because at a point in my life, I still play the keyboard very well. So I used to work with some producers. So there was a point I used to do covers, and then one artist would just come on stage or come to record and just sing. But genuinely, I would know that, bro, this song will not scale. This song will not go far. But sometimes producers don't tell them, don't tell an artist. So do you think producers have an effect to the whole music industry?
the thing there is, for me, as a producer, I also produce.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I also produce, and producers are there for the business. Actually, you don't expect a producer who is there to make money to actually tell you that your song is wrong or not sweet or bad. You get it is meant for people close to you to tell you that. Let's take for example, if my sound was bad and I'm not a producer, then it is not the producer's job to tell me that the song I did is not okay. The job of a producer is to hype the song. Once you give him his pay, he's cool with it. It's not left for the people, your first fans, that's your friends, your family. They're the ones to actually tell you, this is how it is, this is how it is. You have to improve. This thing is not good. It is not the producer's job. The producer don't collect money. You say you don't collect money.
Facts.
You get, because some artists are funny. If you tell them that their work are not okay, they will use it as the next line of their song. Yeah, now normally they go use it as the next line of their song. They go use you sing, join. So as a producer, what's my business in your song? I can only tell you my mind. If I see that you don't want to listen, I praise your sound and collect my money and go. It's not everybody you tell the truth. That's just how it is in life.
Would move,
It's not.
would
It's not.
move
It's
it.
not everybody you tell the
So
truth.
coming down to what's happening now, what's your take on the music industry in Nigeria at the moment? So we're going to talk about your new EP, but let's talk about what's happening in music right now in Nigeria.
Man,
First of all, before I even talk about it, there's just something going on. I feel the collaboration aspect, the top guys and younger guys. What do you want to say about it? What's going on?
Well, first of all, I will start by saying that it is no longer business as usual. Now, in the sign of collaboration aspect, the top and the low artists, I feel like you have to, as a top guy, those in the top, from my own perspective, how I see it, they wouldn't want to, get involved with somebody that is not special. They look for something so unique about everybody in every artist they go for, because the music Afrobeat is not as it was before. If we can tell ourselves the truth, Afrobeat is now the most trending sound worldwide.
True.
Even those in the UK and America, they try to imitate our sound. So those at the top, that's the Afro giants. They look for something unique in an artist. That's the people at the low side. Then if your sound is not something they feel like they can get something from, they're not coming for you. But if your sound is something they see that it has potentials, they come for you. They give you that platform to,
Express yourself.
Yes.
What makes an artist unique for you?
For me, I believe that what makes artists unique is knowing your sound, not going for trend. If you check someone like Odumodu Black, when the first song Odumodu I heard was Picanto. If you check, then it was not the trending sound then, but he came with that vibe of Picanto, came with that big color vibe, and talk about Afro trap artists or hip hop artists in Nigeria that you must not count from 1 to 5. You will not call Odumodu. That's just it. He is unique. He is unique in his own side. He has his own style of music, and some people, if they don't understand it, they try to tag him what I don't know, but Odumodu is unique. You have plenty of them there that don't follow trend. They do their thing. Talk about Omale. Omale don't follow trend. If you check when it was Amapiano reign, Omale never did Amapiano till the time that we even got tired of the Amapiano. That was even when he tried doing that Amapiano sound. You get it? So you have to know your sound. If you're not unique, you're not unique. You have to understand yourself. Do what is yours, not trying to follow what is trending. That's just what makes them unique.
You know, the music scene right now in Nigeria, right? There's a lot of competition, right? There are a lot of, and this competition, I won't call it even competition. I'll call it a fight, and that's between record labels and artists. So we have a situation whereby some record labels having issues with an artist, artists having issues with record labels. What do you want? But first of all, are you presently in a record label?
Currently, I'm not on the any
But do you think you will?
Depends on the offer.
Okay.
Yes.
So what kind of offer will be something you like?
For me,
50-60 or 90-10?
First of all, the 90-10 is out of the equation. Unless I'm the one taking the 90, then I'll go for it.
Obviously, you will not. It's going to be the... So what offer?
The thing is, I wouldn't say I want to go for 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, because I don't know. It depends on the offer. Aside from the 60...
Sorry, just a minute. Sammy, can we close this door? All right, so we're talking about the whole issue between record labels and artists that are signed to them. So,
like I was saying, for me, I'll have to... It's beyond the percentage.
Okay.
There are other rules attached to it. So if I wouldn't want to be in a record label where you can control my life, tell me how to do or who to feature and who not to sing with. You get? So let it be business. Let it be business. you know that this is my work, this is what I do. You don't determine who I feature. If I want to go for an artist, you allow me go for the artist. I have my freedom. In as much as we are into business, we are partners. We are business partners. So you have your right, I have my right. So I don't want to be in a record deal that will determine my life, how I live my life, how I run my thing, how I pursue my career. You people, we are into business. Let's stand on the percentage, but outside the percentage, no, I wouldn't want a situation where you tell me not to go for this kind of stuff. Don't do this one. Don't do that one.
But don't you think it's going to be fair for that record label to at least the first 3 years restrict your movement so that they will be able to make profits? Because most record labels are investing, they're investing a lot of money in you, right? At the initial point. So after a while, they're expected to make profits. So don't you think they should have a good percentage initially, or
No,
be in charge of whatever you're
having
going
the
through?
percentage, having a higher percentage, I don't have issues with it. You do the funding, I have the talent. So, in as much as you're the one funding the talent, you should at least have a higher cut in the income. So, but determining who I roll with, how I live my life, what I'm to do and what I'm not to do, well, for me, it's out of the equation. You know, some people, there are some cases where you know that this is not the normal lifestyle of this person, but because the person is under a label, the person would be
Start,
trying to
yes.
live a life that is not his. He's just living, he or she is not living the life of the management. You get, for me, I wouldn't want to. I want, if people are seeing me, let them see me for who I am, not who the management wants me to be. You get, so I feel like if for me that way, I want my fans to see me the way I am, or people I mingle with to see me the way I am, not the way the management wants me to be. Because every deal has an expiring date, has an end. What if I'm no longer with them? What is my life outside the management?
So people now see the new you. So you think one of the things most young artists should take notice to prefer go through that contract well,
Yes.
have detail. Oh, this is
Yes.
what is going to happen. This is not what's going to
Yes.
happen. But we've realized that most young artists are just engrossed with the fact that they are being signed to this record label, and it's YBNL, is G Records, whatever the name is. You just want to please bring that document. Let me sign. And at the long run, they're now beginning to have issues with the brand and the artist. Now, so talking about you, right? So we've spoken about them. Let's talk about you. What's your plan moving on, especially in 2025?
Yeah. First, I wouldn't talk about 2025 without talking about 2024.
Good.
Yeah, it's 2024, beginning of 2024 till the Ember time wasn't so perfect with me, having issues. I was not even paying attention to my career,
Why?
uh, life issues. So, but at the end, during that period, it was as if I never had the love again. The fire was no longer there. I was even doubting myself whether I'm still going to continue this thing or I should just focus on the producer aspect of it. Yes, but close to that Ember time, there was a turn. Actually, there was a turn,
What happened?
especially the 2024 Enugu block that happened 23rd of December. So I when I was part of the artists that performed in
Yes.
that roadblock. So when I came up there, I still saw the people that knew me as an artist. I never knew I had some people that still love my style of music. So when I came, I saw people chanting for me. I was surprised. Like I never had that love again. That the fire was already going off. But when I saw the stuff, it brought a new wave for me. Yes, and I saw that in as much as I don't see it, there are still people that believe so much in what I do. That there are many people that I deprive joy
Because you've not made
because
music.
I've not made music. So after that, I decided to do my 2025. I decided to take another turn. That this 2025, I'm not going to, deprive them of that sweet sound. Again, that's why if you check my first project of the year 2025 is Apologies.
So you're apologizing to them
apologizing to them
for depriving
for
them
depriving
of the good
them
music.
of my sound. So it wasn't the name of the title, the name of the EP was intentional. It was like, I'm apologizing for the days that I've kept you guys in the dark without my sound. I'm coming back this 2025 with full force, bigger energy, bigger vibes. So this 2025 for me is walk.
So we should be expecting more music from you.
Expect more music from me.
What medium do you think are one of the best ways brands, businesses can really appreciate your style of music?
For me, depends. If you talk about brand, which way they can appreciate my music, for me, the easiest way to appreciate an artist for his good job is endorsing the artist to do more. That's just the best
that was the
way.
exact thing I was expecting.
That's just the best way to encourage the artist to, continue doing what he's doing. So long as the artist is doing the right thing, endorse the person.
Do you plan on hosting any show for us in this year? Or you need to speak to your management before you answer that question.
For me, I have it in mind, but
Okay.
it's something that has to go on the table. Within the table, we discuss. Show is not something you just say, I'm hosting a show. There is a backdoor planning. So we have to, something that we still have to go around the table. But I have it in mind, but it has to still go around the table.
Who is your favorite artist in Nigeria?
Currently.
And why? You're going to tell me the
Currently.
person and you're going to tell me why.
Currently.
Aside yourself, because
Okay.
most times when I ask these questions to artists, the first thing they'll say is their own self. No, aside you, who is your favorite artist in Nigeria and why?
This question is tricky. As it stands now, I wouldn't say that this is my favorite artist or this person is my favorite artist, but
Why?
what I do is, if I hear your sound and it's something that touches my soul, I like it.
That's a very tricky way of answering a question.
I don't have my favorite artists. All of them are my faves. Yes, from Wiz down to the least person, all of them are my fav.
I love the way you answered that question. From Wiz down to the least person. So,
Okay.
so talking about Nigerian music, right?
Mm.
If you are going to say there are at least 4 people that you would love to collaborate with in 2025, so give me names. Like at least 4 people that you really want to do something with these guys. You love their style of music.
Okay.
You love you love the wave they are paving. So tell me, like 4, just 4.
What will happen is I'll call 2 superstars
Okay.
and 2 underground artists.
Okay.
Now, if you check my style of music,
Yeah.
I'm this type that, in as much as I do more of Fuji sound, but I still put my culture in it. That's Igbo style of it. You get? So I would want to, if I can have the opportunity, or if I can get to the cavemen, that's one.
I love the
Because
caveman. Shout out to the caveman.
I like their
Silencer is one of
sound.
my best sounds.
I love their sound. Like I'm
Really passionate about them.
I wouldn't want to say I'm madly in love with their
Obsessed.
sound, but I love their sound. Starting from the first album, Cavemen, that I listened to is Roots.
Yeah.
Then it started from Akaraka.
This guy knows the caveman.
I played that song. If one person's stream used to count millions, I believe that my stream for that song would have been in millions, because I fell in love with the song. It was first time I'm hearing something different after the days of Oriental Brothers. It was the first time I was hearing something different from the regular Igbo high life. So I fell in love with their sound, and I would want to have something to with them, collaborate with them. Then another superstar that I would want to go for, as I have plenty of them, but I just want to pick 2.
Please.
Then go
Make it
down to
3.
the. Okay, I should make it 3
Yeah.
now. Okay, I want to go for Rema. Because
Why?
as it stands now, Rema Rema is on another level. When it comes to his peers, Rema is on another stage. For me, he is he's unique. He is. I don't know what people classify as being talented because most times people don't see him as being talented, but for me, he is.
Why? They think he's young or what?
No, he's not. But they believe that his sound is meant for the Gen Zs, like they say. But beyond that, if you check the Rema style of music, this guy is not just for the Gen Zs. Actually, he has plenty songs that even the elderly people can relate to. You talk about a woman, the one that he did to like to man, and plenty of them. If you talk about being unique, he has this hip hop genre. He does Afro. He does every type of genre. This is the only young artist as it stands now that is versatile.
He is.
So I would want to collaborate with him. I would want to tap to his glory, actually, because he's unique. Then the third person there for me is the regular Odumodu Black. Odumodi is on another level.
One thing I like about Odumodu is his consistency.
Yes.
I remember when I was in school, there was a time he was invited to my school, and before he came in, they had to even stop him. So in Abuja, I grew up in Abuja.
Okay.
So in Abuja, Odumodu had made waves in the sense that he has been grinding. Odumodu has been grinding. And one of the things about Odumodu I love is he has built a name around himself. So Odumodu, anywhere he's going to, he's always telling you about music. He's always telling you he does music. He's always talking about the facts he does music. So he's not a shy person. And knowing fully where he has come this far, I can see the results. So it would be a great collaboration to hear a kind of song with Odumodu.
Seeing Odumodu is somebody that loves what he does. You get, if you look at Odumodu, look at the way he does music, you will see that love for the music. He's not just there for let's rap. If you want a serious type of rap, he's good at it. If you want the ones that everyone can just play along with, he's still there. He has that love for what he does. And like you said, he has always been telling people, this is what I do. He's proud of what he does. Most times, at some point, there was the time that I was shy to tell people that I'm an artist. Yeah, because my dad doesn't. There's a way they used to see people that are into music. They see them as wayward people. If you tell somebody that you are into music, the first thing that will come to their mind, not why. You get that kind of mentality. So sometimes I was shy, but seeing Odumodu, man, from his testimony that he tells everybody down to his gate man, there was this interview I listened to. He was talking about if he's going, he's telling his gate man, no, I won't go studio. Check the relationship, check how he loves his job, that he's even telling people, I'm an artist, I'm going to the studio. He gets, and I said, me shy. Now I tell everybody, I'm an artist. So it's somebody that if you work with, he will give you his best because he likes doing it. He liked doing it. So I want to work with that kind of person.
So who are the two guys?
Okay. The two guys underground artists. I want to work with Popo Boy.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Popo Boy.
I think I've heard his song.
Okay. I want to work with Popo Boy because I love his sounds. He tags his sound dark melody, and if you actually listen to it, you see that actually it's a dark melody, and I love his creativity and his art. Then the next person I would want to work with, I don't know if you know him. He's from Port Harcourt. As Manfred. Yes.
Maybe I've heard about.
He's good.
Okay.
Even though I've talked with him, we'll have something going on, but it's not out yet.
So we should be expecting something.
We should be expecting something from the two of us. So these are the people I think. There are more of them, but these are the ones I feel like if I can get this year, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, so success. So what will be a successful year for you in 22? Because I believe this is not going to be the last episode we're going to do. We're going to also do
Mm,
another one. So
mm.
let's see January, February, March, the end of this year. What is going to be a successful year for you?
For me,
One of the things I would suggest is a tour. I would love to see a tour, probably this year or next year.
it's
A
all.
tour at least around the southeast and
Yes, I was discussing with my manager sometime. We wrote about this university tour.
okay,
We
okay.
talked about it, getting to let people know our sound. So we're still on it, Sha.
Okay.
Well, I feel like before the end of the day, we'd have had it tackled out. So we're doing that tour of a thing.
One more controversial question. Do you
Okay.
think artists sell their soul to the devil?
I don't know. At this point, I've not gotten to that level, so I don't
But do
know.
you think there's a possibility? Do you think there's something behind the music industry?
First of all, music is a spirit, and I wouldn't say it's a spirit from the right side or the wrong side. But I know music, it's a spirit. It's not something that you just do. For example, if I'm recording, if you see me recording, it sounds like it looks as if I'm possessed by something. It's no longer me that is there. I sometimes I even see some words that I don't know, but if I check it, I will see that it's in line. These are some vocabs that I don't even have before, but once I'm recording or I'm vibing, I might just throw it. It comes in, it matches what I'm doing. So for me, I feel like it's something that has to do with spirit. And when it comes to something like that, it can either be in two forms, the negative of the positive side of it. So I cannot tell if artists sell their soul to the devil because I have not sold mine. So I wouldn't say people does or do. You get. So
So for a lot of young people, or yes, I'll call them young people, the guys and girls that want to get into the music industry, with someone like you that have had lots of years of experience as a producer, as an artist, what would be your advice?
for me, what I would say is if it is your passion, if it is something you want to do and you are willing to go extra mile for it, go. But if you want to enter into music or take part in the creative part of it because you see people doing it, then it's not for you. You have to have the love first. Once the love is there, go for it. Go for it.
How about the effect of parents? Because most times your parents be like, "Oh, go and study medicine or law." Do you think you should forget about your parents and really chase it?
Man, at this point, I don't know. But for me, I never listened to my parents, especially my dad. There was my manager knows the story so well. My people never liked the fact that I'm an artist. It was like a hell. At some point, it was as if I was an outlaw
Hmm.
in my place. But I never cared. I had the love. I was doing it. It got to a point where they said, okay, since you've decided this part to choose this part, you want your own. You have to, whatever that comes your way, face it. I was now catering for myself, doing things by myself. Yet, even though I was still under their roof, but I was just mine. I was just doing things for myself. You can no longer tell them to do this for you because once you ask for it, they will tell you, "Afi togoni, he decide what you want
What
to
to
do,
do?
then handle it yourself." So then I had to like tell myself, it is me and this thing. Oh, I love this thing. I enjoy doing this thing. This is the only thing that I know that if I'm doing, I'll
You
be happy
enjoy.
doing. So I had to strive, like go through the hard times, the tough times, and I'm happy that now the first people that streams my song is my
Your
family.
family. That's how it always
Like
work.
it's funny. Some of my the funny part of it is some of my songs I don't even know how to sing them. I have to listen to it before I can sing to it. If it's not playing, I cannot sing it. But them they can sing it word to word. But why was there a turn? It was because I never gave up. I stood my ground. They saw me pushing, doing it even without them. So they had no other option than to like turn and support what you're doing. So I feel if the child actually has the passion for it, parents should support them. It's easier when your family supports you. At least it will give you that motivation to my family is with me, I'm doing it. You don't even care about what others say so long as your family are behind you. There's this Igbo proverb that states that na one near ziroshi nejuku abowado.
What's the meaning in
Now,
English?
what it means is when your father is behind you, you have nothing to fear. Yes. So if your family is behind you, why will you why will you be scared of doing what you love
To
doing?
do.
You get? So I feel family parents should encourage their children. They should first of all look at what those people are doing. If their child is actually good in what the child does, encourage the person. If Whiskey mama don't encourage them, if you know they hear
True. Burna Boy too is an
too, but
example.
check now, Burna Boy is the mom that is the manager. And it
Literally.
was even when the mom came into his life as an manager that
Everything
Burna Boy is not the
scaled.
African giant. So if your family is behind you, it makes the work easier. So parents should actually encourage their children, those that wants to go into the line of music. Aside from music, every other aspect, don't decide what your child will be in life. Let them choose their path. If they choose their path, they will excel more than when you choose it for them.
All right, I'm sure you have a lot to even see more, but let's I want you to talk about at least one or two things you have coming up for us. Apologies, where can we find it? Why should we even listen to it? I'm sure you're apologizing to us. You've not given us masterpiece for a long time, but now you're deciding to apologize. So what's up with you? Where can we find you? Where should we listen to? And what's the plan for 2025? Music wise.
Apologies on all platform currently. Okay. You can find it on TikTok, on Snapchat, Instagram, everywhere. Apple Music, Audiomack,
Spotify,
any streaming platform
okay.
you could ever imagine, it's there. Then on TikTok, you can find me on my TikTok with at kenenwaa.
Okay.
That's KENE then nwaa NWAA.
Okay.
That's the same for my Instagram, the same for my Facebook, the same for my X, everywhere. Still the same, kenenwaa.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so thanks very much, Kenenwaa, for coming. I'm sure you enjoyed yourself. I'm sure this was a great conversation. Do you have anything you want to tell your fans moving on?
I have one thing to tell my fans, and that's as listening to me, they're looking at me. They should not forget that they are the first supporters of themselves. As much as they are supporting me, they should try as much as possible to support themselves first. Because if you don't support yourself, nobody will support you. So my fans, keep doing what will make you happy. Keep hustling. Keep making sure you secure the bag. And stay loved, stay blessed. Thank you very much.
Kenenwaa, thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm sure you've enjoyed yourself. I've enjoyed this conversation with Kenenwaa. Please check him on all platforms. I'll link down the description everywhere you can find him. Once again, my name is Gift Matthias, and this is today's episode of The Big Question. Stay tuned, and peace for now.
Wow. Like, I know you talk.